In some corners of rural China, a wedding takes place without the groom or the bride, and yet the ceremony continues like nothing were out of place.
In today's story, we will journey to the history of this tradition, why it still exists behind closed doors in parts of modern-day China, and the secret rituals and shadows that still surround it.
Picture a real-life wedding, red ribbons seen all around, family feasts arranged and sacred vows being taken, but both or one of the newlyweds is no longer alive. This isn't legend, it's a real tradition, still practiced in some parts of modern-day China, known as mínghūn or ghost marriage, a custom stretching back over 2,000 years, where the living marry the dead and sometimes even a marriage knot is tied between two dead people.
Ghost marriages date back to the Zhou dynasty. Today they still exist, but in secret mostly, in remote villages of the country. To outsiders, the practice may sound strange, even unsettling, but it's deeply rooted in Chinese traditions and beliefs of honoring their ancestors and fulfilling social obligations. So the question raises why such a union is arranged. There are many reasons, and each one tells a deeper story. Some believe a spirit who dies unmarried remains restless and wanders alone. Others say it's about unfulfilled promises. The families may carry out ghost marriages for two people who were once engaged but could not honor their bond due to death of one or both of them. In some areas, traditions do not permit a younger sibling to marry before the older one. So ghost marriage for an elder brother died unmarried clears the way for his younger siblings to obey this tradition. In Chinese history, it was considered a shame for a girl to die unmarried. A posthumous wedding thus helps preserve her dignity even after her death. Ghost weddings often follow the rituals observed in real ones. Red envelopes are exchanged, families feast, take place, and offerings are made, but to the spirit world. Paper effigies, spirit tablets, and symbolic dowries are burned, so they can reach the dead. In cases where both bride and groom are deceased, bones may be exhumed and reburied together in the groom's grave. But perhaps the most unusual version is when a living woman marries a deceased fiancé. She then lives with his family, not as a wife, but as a widow. But behind the veil of tradition, a darker story unfolds. In recent years, the demand for deceased brides, especially young women, has created a black market. Graves are robbed, even dead bodies are bought, and in the worst cases, even women are killed to be sold as ghost brides. In 2016, Chinese police uncovered a network trading female corpses for these rituals. Thousands of dollars are paid as price, depending on age and appearance. Authorities have since cracked down against such networks. In cities, the practice has all but vanished, but in rural corners of Shaanxi, and Henan, it still lives on, with its importance still whispered in silent words. To many, ghost marriages are relics of the past, strange, maybe even uncivilized and disturbing. But for others, they represent a sacred duty. Ghost marriage is a final gift to the ones who left too soon. It is a way to ease the soul's journey into the afterlife. In the land where ancestors walk beside the living, even the dead is allowed to wear red. That's just one secret hidden in the old traditions, but the world has more such tales. In Mongolia's farthest mountains, the dead are not burned, nor are they buried. Instead, they are offered to sacred vultures in the sky. Next, we are going to explore this strangest ritual. If you don't want to miss it, subscribe now and join us in this journey. Stay tuned, stay curious.